What if I told you there's a hand-cranked machine built by a quiet math teacher that lets you feel a number so big it makes the entire universe look like a speck of dust?
Hey there. Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever stared at a spreadsheet, a to-do list, or your own thoughts and felt completely overwhelmed? Like, how am I supposed to handle all this? Yeah, me too.
But what if I told you there's a tool, not an app, not a mantra, not even a therapist, that helps us shrink our stress by reminding us how vast reality really is? Today, we're talking about the Googol, a number so mind-bendingly huge it breaks your brain, and the incredible man who made it tangible, Daniel De Bruin. Now, quick correction before we go further. Daniel didn't invent the Googol. That honor goes to 9-year-old Milton Sirota in 1938. He coined it while his uncle, mathematician Edward Kastner, was looking for a name for one with 100 zeros. Google, Milton said. And just like that, infinity got a nickname. But here's where Daniel comes in. And this is magic. Daniel De Bruin, a Dutch math educator and lifelong believer in experiential learning, noticed that no matter how many times he wrote 10 to 100 on a board, students' eyes glazed over. So he did something radical. He built a machine. Not a computer, not a simulation, a hand-cranked mechanical counter, like an old-fashioned odometer, but scaled up with gears, levers, and hundreds of rotating dials. Each turn of the crank added one digit. One full revolution? That's 10 numbers. To reach a Googol, you'd have to turn it 10 to the 99 times. Think about that. If you turned the crank once per second, non-stop, it would take you 192nd years to reach a Googol. The universe is only 13.8 billion years old. That's 10 to the 10th years. So you'd need to crank for a Googolplex times longer than the universe has existed. Daniel didn't build it to count. He built it to break your illusion of control, to show us that some things are so vast, they don't need solving, they need witnessing.
And that's the lesson. When you're stressed about deadlines, money, or expectations, you're trying to solve a problem that feels infinite. But Daniel's machine whispers, you don't have to fix everything. Just notice how big the world is and how brave you are for showing up anyway. You don't need to understand a Googol to be changed by it. You just need to imagine it.
Here's your life hack. Next time you're overwhelmed, pause. Close your eyes, picture Daniel's machine. Gears turning slowly, one click at a time. Then whisper, I'm not here to count to a Googol. I'm here to turn my crank. With purpose. Your effort matters, even if the outcome feels impossibly far away. Daniel's machine sits now in a small museum in the Netherlands. No flashing lights, no VR headset, just wood, brass, and wonder. And maybe that's the point. If you loved this reminder that awe can be your anchor, hit like. Subscribe if you believe wonder belongs in everyday life. Comment below, what's your version of Daniel's crank? The small, steady thing you do, even when the goal feels impossible.